What's going on, fam? It's your man, VACAY-J. And today we're going to do just, quick thoughts, quick reactions to episode 7 of Insecure. And the name of the episode is called Chillin, okay? And, just my first reaction to this is definitely was a solid episode, a really good episode, where the core four gets together, the girls get together finally after 3 months. And, they definitely are hanging out and having a good time and just kind of bonding again. They're rebonding again. And this definitely was a revealing episode for the core four. You got Molly, you got Issa, you got your girl Kelly and Tiffany. And, they're really just kind of trying to have a good time. They're just trying to unwind and get things going. They set things up for dinner at 8 o'clock, but, they had some time to really just talk and kind of get together. And, they started getting some adult beverages going on with a little bit of puff, And, they're really having a good time with each other. Just reminiscing and really just talking about, some things, life and everything else like that. So they decide, hey, they was supposed to go to the spa, but something happened with the spa, a pipe busted or something like that. So they wasn't able to go to the spa, So they really just having a good time, getting high as a kite and really just enjoying each other, taking pics of the sunset. They're just taking in the natural beauty. And of course, your girl Kelly, she got jokes. She's like, yeah, take a picture of the natural beauty. And she takes a selfie. And she's like, yeah, I'm the natural beauty, right? So, definitely it's a good episode. And they get together. They start to play some music. They play some P. Diddy. And then Issa breaks out the hat and they start playing a game, questions, right? Questions. And they all write down some questions and, they start talking about, deep stuff, pretty deep stuff. At first, it's kind of like jokey stuff, but then they get kind of deep, one question was, if you could be with the last person that you slept with for the rest of your life, would you? And, Issa definitely revealed to the girls that, hey, she doesn't know, right now, Nathan and her is kind of on the rocks right now. After the last episode, they had a little heated argument and didn't really go too well. So she's kind of questioning the relationship. But as she said, hey, I'm just going to start all over. And, she did mention that Nathan mentioned that she was inconsistent. And they were like, well, yeah, you are. They pretty much agreed with Nathan that she is inconsistent. But at the same time, they were trying to make her feel better about the situation. They asked another question. Another question, if you could sleep with one of your friend's exes, would you? So of course they mentioned some other names of some guys, guys that Issa was with, her exes. And they said one guy, he was definitely fine or whatever, but they wanted to get with him. And one of them said, I feel like Lawrence, right? So she started talking about Lawrence and, gets pretty intense because she's like, yeah, Lawrence, he had a baby. And, that's why I broke it off with him because, I just felt like, I'd be dodging a bullet. But she was real hesitant about it. She still really loves Lawrence. She really does. And, they could tell. They could tell. Kelly kept talking about, yeah, it's the game. I don't want to play this game because it starts manifesting stuff and the exes are among us. It was a really interesting episode. We also see Lawrence and Condola and how they're maneuvering through being, co-parents of Elijah. He moved back from San Francisco. So now he's here to kind of be the dad, be close to home. Now he's there in LA together and they're raising Elijah together. So they're kind of figuring it out and they're kind of bonding a little bit again. Condola and Lawrence, they're kind of bonding a little bit again. She was trying to feed him squash and he doesn't really like squash. So Lawrence, he pretty much gave her a tip on how to really get Elijah to eat, the little choo-choo train. And once he did that and finally got him to eat, there was a moment where Condola was like, hey, you're a really good dad. And he took a moment to really receive that. And he said, thanks, I really appreciate that. So, they had a moment, and they're just realizing how, in the beginning, it wasn't that easy to really kind of co-parent. But as time is going by, as they're respecting each other, they're still loving Elijah, and they respect, the whole way that things are going down. They definitely appreciate each other more so, after getting through that learning curve. Lawrence apologized. He was like, yeah, I was a jerk, and everything else like that. So, it was a tough time in the beginning, but they're kind of getting their bearings right now. So yeah, definitely a good episode. Check out the recap. I'm gonna do a recap for episode 7 for Insecure, so look out for that. But definitely, this was a very revealing episode, and you'll see in the recap exactly what I'm talking about as far as the revelation, as far as what they reveal to each other. Definitely Tiffany reveals some things as well. So look out for the recap, and absolutely, you know what it is. Definitely, hey, I appreciate you guys. Definitely jot down your feedback. If you saw episode 7, go ahead and jot down and put your feedback in the comment box. Again, we're going to do a recap for episode 7 very soon, so look out for that. But this is just my quick thoughts, quick reaction, and quick thoughts to episode 7. I really like that episode. And yeah, the ending is very, very funny. Like, it's very like, whoa, okay. I kind of knew that was going to happen, but I thought it was going to happen, but yeah, it happened exactly the way I thought, me personally. So yeah, we're going to find out what happens with Nathan as well, and what happens with Lawrence at the very, very end. Stay tuned for that. And stay tuned for my episode 7 recap of season 5, the last season of Insecure. All right. So you know what it is. It's your man, VACAYJ. I'm out. Salute.